Welcome student, welcome to the video lecture series on object-oriented programming. In last session we have seen what is C++. That is C++ is a superset of C and it is a truly object-oriented programming language. This is sixth session in this video series, and in this session we are going to see a simple C++ program. So let us start. So a simple C++ program. So consider the below program code as an example which prints some string message on screen or on your output console, such as welcome to C++. So this simple program code demonstrates us the several coding construct and the features of C++, such as what do you mean by preprocessor, what is the use of this header file, how we are doing the commenting in C++ using new C++ style, what do you mean by namespace or the standard namespaces, the entry point of every C++ program, that is main function. Then what do you mean by cout, which is a predefined object, and two triangular symbols which is called as insertion operator. What do you mean by C++ statement, which is ending with the semicolon, and the return type of main function in C++ or explicit return type of main function. So what do you mean by these features in C++? So in this video we will see all these coding construct and features of C++ one by one. So first C++ feature is a program feature. We consider whole code and what features it demonstrates to us. So programming features are like C. Every C++ program is also a collection of so many functions. That is, one function is calling another function. And execution of every C++ program begins with the main function. Means every C++ program must have one main function, and within that main function or within any function of C++ we are writing our statement, and every C++ statement must terminate with semicolon. Again, one more feature of C++ programming language is that it is a free form of programming language. Means you can write a whole C++ program in one line also. Or you can use uneven indenting also in C++ program. Or you can put lot of blank lines within your C++ program. Still that program will run happily. Such a type of programming language is called as free form programming language, and C++ is that type of language. Next programming construct in that code is a commenting style, or the new comment style of C++. So C++ introduces new style of comment symbol, that is double slash. What do you mean by comment? Comment statement are the statement which are not executed by the compiler of that programming language. Such a statement we are using to improve the readability of our code. So in C++, using that double slash symbol, you can do this type of commenting. You can use such a style of commenting. So this is a first style of commenting in C++. If you want to give a single line of comment, you can use in this way. Just a double slash and use, this is a single line comment. So this comment line start with double slash and it ends with end of line. If with a double slash, if you want to give a multi-line comment statement, you can use such a style. This is a multi-line comment. Or even the commenting style multi-line commenting style in C programming language is also available with C++ also. That is, you can use such a type of comments in your code also. Next is, what do you mean by that? Hash include and IO stream. Hash include and IO stream. So this hash include and IO stream means in CPP, hash include IO stream is a directive statement in a program. Such a directive statement instructs to the C++ compiler to add the content of this IO stream file. Content of this IO stream file, which is a predefined file which contains the declaration about the input and output statement in your program. For example, in this code, this IO stream uses, we can use the declaration of cout and that insertion operator from this IO stream file. This IO stream is called as header file. The header file IO stream should be included at the beginning of your program that uses the input output statement like cout and insertion operator. So if you are writing any C++ program, this must be a very first line of your program. Or we can include so many such header files after IO stream in our C++ program, depending upon the content of our program or what we are implementing through our program. So next C++ feature demonstrated by that code segment is a namespace. So namespace is a new concept introduced by ANSI C++ standard committee after 1997 to the C++ language specification. Now what do you mean by this namespace? So a namespace is a declarative region that provide a scope to the identifiers. Identifiers means name of types, function, name of variable inside our program. So such namespaces or namespace is a region that provide us the scope to our all identifier, whatever the identifier we have created or declared in our program. So in that code we have used the statement using namespace std. So in this statement, std is a standard namespace where ANSI C++ standard libraries are defined. That is just a declarative region, and this std means it is a standard region which is created by ANSI C++ committee, or the whatever that committee has given the libraries, all that libraries are defined in that region. So this statement will bring all identifier defined in that standard namespace to our current global space of our application or program. So namespace is nothing but it is just a declarative region. We can create our own namespaces also in our program. In upcoming videos sessions, we will see how to create user defined namespaces. But you can use the standard nameplaces also using directive statement. Next C++ feature is return type of main function. So my student friends, in C++, main function return integer value to underlying operating system. That is, whatever the program we are creating using C++, they are returning something to operating system, and that something means they are returning some integer value to operating system. Therefore, every main function in C++ should always end with statement return 0 semicolon, Otherwise, there will be error in your program. And due to this thing, the return type of main function in C++ explicitly specified as integer. Or if you are not giving any return type to your function, whatever function you are created, by default the return type of every function in C++ is of integer type. So this is the next C++ concept or feature from that our sample code. Next concept from that sample code is a cout, then two triangular bracket which is called as insertion operator, and then some string quoted into inverted commas. So what do you mean by this cout? So this cout and semicolon or two triangular bracket, this is the output statement in C++ program. This statement causes the string in the quotation mark to be displayed on screen or any output console. Here cout is predefined object that represent the standard output streams in C++. So streams are the concept in C++ which carries our data from program to output devices. These streams are similar to the pipeline. Through pipeline, water flows, and through such streams, data flows. So in upcoming session, we are going to see thoroughly how to handle all these streams. And this two triangular bracket is called as insertion operator in C++. It insert whatever the content at right side, whatever the content or whatever the variable we are providing here, the content of that variable, it will insert it into the object at its left hand side. In that case, cout is a object of IO stream in this case. So this is a output statement in C++. In next video, we will see how this output or cout and insertion operator will work graphically or diagrammatically. So hope guys, this video is informative for you people and you understood some of the coding construct or the feature of C++ through this video. So it is my kind request to you all people, kindly like, share and subscribe to our videos and our YouTube channel. So keep watching, keep learning. Till then, bye bye.